Thank you for coming back to watch another one of my videos. Really means a lot. And today I'd like to talk to you about this. This is the VastFire EDC Flashlight. And it's a little bit more than that. Of course you got your main flashlight, but on the side here, this little bright colored square or rectangle, that's actually a lantern. And I'll get to that in just a moment. But the main light right here uses the XHP90 LED. The flashlight is zoomable, and it's a nice tight zoom function on here, meaning it's not all loosey-goosey like some flashlights can be. You can still do it with one hand to zoom it in and zoom it back out. It's really nice. I like how nice and tight it is, because if you don't want to zoom it all the way in, you want to say maybe do it halfway, you know it's going to stay there. So I like how tight that is. The main flashlight has 3 modes: high, low, and a strobe. The side lantern has high, low, then a red light, and then a red strobe. It comes with a 26-650 5000 milliamp hour battery. The other thing you can do with this flashlight is actually charge the battery inside the body of the flashlight. There's this nice little flap right here, and once you open it up, it reveals 2 ports, a micro USB and a full-size USB. The micro USB is where you're going to charge or plug the cable in to charge the battery. The full-size USB is in case you want to use the light as a power bank. They do give you a micro USB charging cable. They do give you a nice little wrist strap, which has a couple of functions. This little part here adjusts. So like if you're going to have it on your wrist and you don't want it, say you got small hands unlike the big mitts that I have, you can cinch this down so it won't slip off. Also right here on this part, it's a quick release. And that's it. And then you can just obviously put it back in there and you're done. The other thing you get inside the box is this little tube. Do not throw this little tube away. This is an 18650 battery adapter. What does that mean? This battery goes dead and all you have is an 18650 battery on it. You pull this battery out, slip this tube into the flashlight, and then right in there is where you're going to put the 18650 battery, and you can continue using this light. It is made out of aluminum and it has a waterproof rating of IPX6. Now I wouldn't go dunking it in water or submerging it very much, but that's up to you. Maybe a good heavy rain is about as much as I would feel safe doing this with, or exposing it to. Now, enough of me talking right now. I do got some test video for you of the light in action, inside and outside. On the inside, when I want to show you the side lantern, it's about 4.5 feet away from me when I show you all the modes. You know, the high, the low, the red, and the flashing red. Then I take you outside to show you the main light or the flashlight in action. And I kind of tried showing you the side lantern as well in action in an outdoor setting. Now you may see, especially when I kick this down to low, you may see some black bands running up and down the screen. It has nothing to do with the light. You do not see them. It has everything to do with the camera I was using and the frame rate that I was using on the camera. So it's not the flashlight, it's the camera. And lastly, as with all flashlights or any light that I try showing you on camera, they're a lot brighter in person than what you see. So just Please bear that in mind. After the test video, I'll give you some more thoughts about this flashlight. Now the lumen ratings that they gave me was only for the main flashlight. The high mode and the strobe effect is at 5,000 lumens. Low is at 3,000 lumens. They didn't give me any lumen rating for the side lantern But as you've seen in the test video, it's bright enough to get the job done. Great for you to just maybe keep it as a room light, just to see where you're going, working on your car. Great for that. Now, runtime. They say up to 5 hours of runtime, which, yeah, it's actually, I did get around that out of this flashlight. But on high, after 3 hours, maybe 3 hours and 15 minutes, it seemed to have kicked down to the low setting. Now, that might be because the voltage dropped. It could be because maybe it wants to protect the circuitry inside and the battery, so it kicked it down after, like thermal throttling type thing. And then around the 4 hour mark, maybe 4.5 hours, it kicked down a little bit more than that. It's still highly usable light. I was still able to, like if I were to stand it on the table like this, still see pretty much in the room where I'm going and walk around and see what I'm doing. So it's still really good usable light. Now there's only one negative I can say about the flashlight. Most of us like to stick the flashlight on a flat surface like this. This is the negative part. Watch. You put it here, and as you see, it wobbles. And I'll explain why right now. The strike bezels, which are really nice by the way, is slightly shorter than the lens. I don't know if this will pick it up very well, but the lens, the curvature of the lens is slightly above the strike bezels. So VastFire, if you're watching, make these bezels a little bit longer so we can set it on a flat surface and it not wobble. But if you do get this flashlight, there's an easy kind of a fix for this. You can take this top part off, carefully take the lens off, and you see this O-ring? Put that in first of the lens. Put your lens back in. Oops, I almost did it upside down. That wouldn't have been good for the video. And I just screwed it up. And then once you do this and you put the O-ring in first and then the lens, that will actually raise the flashlight up enough so now it's sitting nice and it's not wobbling. That's really nice. It does lower down the lens just enough to get under the strike bezels. Now, I don't know if maybe that's what VastFire wanted in the first place, and maybe I got one where somebody did the wrong thing. But VastFire, I would like to actually see the strike bezels here actually raised up a little bit longer. To me, that would be a lot easier than just moving the O-ring, because a lot of people wouldn't even know about flipping the O-ring like that. So, would I recommend you get this flashlight? Yes, I do. I love this flashlight. It's a lot brighter than some of the other flashlights I got, or the majority of flashlights I have. I really like it. I think it's definitely worth every penny. One thing I forgot to show you now, or show you, is the user interface, or UI. It's very easy. There's the on and off switch. Click it once, it turns on. Click it again, it goes down to low. Click it again, and the flashing light goes on. This blue light will stay on all the time. This is your battery indicator light. To get to the side lantern, double click this twice. Well, let me not put it in my face. And there you go. That's it. At any time, no matter what mode you happen to be in, press and hold the power switch and it goes off. Clear and simple. So once again, this is a great product from VastFire at a really, really good price. Great for emergencies in case there's power outages. Great if you're going camping, hunting. One good thing is if you have a nice bike mount that this will fit into, you can use this to light your way as you're bike riding at night. Everybody should have at least one really good LED flashlight, and to be honest, I highly recommend this one. Now, if you happen to like this video, please give it that thumbs up. Don't forget about the notification bell. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Also, it would help me out a lot if you were to share this video and maybe some of my others on some of your social media sites. And until the next video, you, your friends, your family, and your pets have a great day.